And the way that you answer these questions are going to change how I look at you forever.
No buckets.
Just don't get shot.
This is a cafe.
Maybe we could take a submarine.
This one's a good one.
What?
This podcast. Peanut butter.
You just spilled milk. All right. My name's Dad, a.k.a. Andrew.
My name's Seppi.
No.
My name's Seppi.
No, your name's Lincoln.
My name's Lincoln. Your name's Mom.
That's Mom.
And your name's Plant.
Did you do anything fun today?
Did we do anything fun today, Mom?
Yeah, we went to church and we played with the kids. And then we got pizza and went to that cool pickleball court place. And then we played upstairs. And we went for a walk and went to the park.
Well, that's not very fun.
Everything Mom just said was very fun. All right, Bucky. I'm going to ask you some questions.
What questions?
I'm going to ask you them. And the way that you answer these questions are going to change how I look at you forever. I'm just kidding.
What were you teaching me?
I'm not going to teach you anything on this podcast.
Why?
We're just going to have fun.
And just drink chocolate milk.
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
All right. Have you ever played the game Would You Rather?
No.
So the way it works is I ask you a question, and you tell me if you'd rather do one thing or the other thing. Does that sound like fun? All right. And we have chocolate milk, which makes it even better.
Even better.
Even better.
Even better.
Are you ready for the first question?
Yeah.
Would you rather have a dinosaur or a dragon?
Dragon.
A dragon?
Yeah.
What? Why?
I like dragons.
What would you name the dragon?
Dot.
What?
Dot.
Dirt. You would name him Dirt.
Yeah, I'll name him Dude.
So with your dragon Dirt, would you ride him? Would you feed him snacks? What would you guys do?
I would play with him.
Really? Would you guys play catch?
I would play run around.
You would play run around?
Can you take my milk away real quick?
You have to go potty. All right, potty break. Did you go potty? Okay, so you're taking a dragon.
Yes.
Okay, and you're going to play run around with him? And you guys are going to run in circles?
And what else I'm going to play with him while we're still in this house? I'm going to play go under the couch.
You're going to play go under the couch with your dragon? Really?
Are you okay if I go on the couch?
With your dragon? Yeah, that's fine. What sounds would your dragon make?
No sounds.
No sounds at all?
Mm-mm.
He's a quiet dragon? He wouldn't make any sounds.
Yeah, because he would blow fire.
Oh, so he's a fire-breathing dragon.
He would blow fire everywhere.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't bring him in the house then.
We should.
We should?
And let him ruin the house.
What? Where are we going to live?
We're gonna live in all the neighborhoods.
We're going to live in all the neighborhoods. Because we have a dragon and we can just take whatever neighborhood we want? Wow. Very Viking of you.
And I'm gonna let him ruin everything in the house.
Why would you do that?
Because it would be silly.
But we do have insurance.
And I'm gonna pay your house off and sell it away.
You're going to pay our house off and sell it away? Are we going to have to get a new house?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Take note, Lincoln of the future. You said you're going to pay our house off, so. All right, are you ready for the next question?
Is it gonna be bad?
No, it's going to be good.
Okay. Whatever question is gonna be bad, I'm gonna say no to it.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll try really hard to not ask you any bad questions, okay?
Okay.
All right. Have you been on some podcasts where they ask you bad questions?
Yes.
What podcast?
Daddy do that Kukaru cutting down.
I've never heard of that show.
That you asked me a question, so I did the question what you said.
That was the answer. I think, okay. All right. Are you ready for the next question?
Yep.
Would you rather live on the moon or live under the ocean?
I live in a house.
In the house. Okay, perfect. So let's say we could take this house and we could either put it on the moon or under the ocean, where when you looked outside there was fish swimming by,
Ooh,
or
I want to do
on
it.
the moon.
I want to do it under the river.
Under the river?
Yeah.
But you mean like the ocean? The ocean. Why do you want to put it under the ocean instead of the moon?
Because I want to see all the fishies and octopuses and sharks
All the fishies and octopuses and sharks?
and whales.
And whales? What about electric eels?
They will broke your car down.
The electric eels? They'll break your car down?
Yeah,
Oh, also, how are we going to park our cars under the water?
we can park them on the grass.
The seaweed?
No, the cars.
No, I know. But we would park the cars on the seaweed under the ocean.
But Daddy, our car would get stuck.
Under the water? You're right. Maybe we could take a submarine.
But we don't have one.
We could get one.
But there's not anymore.
I think there's probably one left.
No, where are the submarines?
We could ask the United States military. We could ask the Russian military. We could ask the Chinese military.
What? But they don't sell them.
No, they don't.
But how do we get them from them?
We'd have to do like a top secret mission.
How?
Like we'd have to wear like hoodies and dark clothes, kind of like what we're wearing now, but hoodies, so we can't be seen as well. And then we could just take one.
But they would see us sell.
Yeah, but we just have to go super fast.
But they would still see us.
I think they might let us have one.
But they would try to shoot us.
They probably would.
Yeah, so we cannot.
Just don't get shot.
What else can we get a submarine for?
We could just get a jet ski.
They can't go underwater.
We could get a submarine from OceanGate.
But where is it?
It's a company. They sell submarines. It's called. They've got one really good model called the Titan.
But where is it?
I don't know where they're located.
It's on the house.
So since we're going to be living under the ocean, who would be our new neighbors?
The fish.
The fish? And what type of food would we eat under the ocean?
We would just stay under the ocean forever.
Yeah, but what would we eat?
I don't know, Daddy.
Would we eat our fish neighbors?
No. Because we don't have a stove.
No, we would have a stove.
But it can't be in the submarine.
No, in our house under the ocean.
No, you said we were going to get a submarine.
Yeah, that's to get around under the water. We're going to have this house under the water, though.
No, I want a submarine.
Okay, fine. We would have an oven in the submarine.
But there's no saws.
Yeah, we would use nuclear power.
No, Daddy. No, Daddy.
Why not?
Because we don't need to eat in the submarine. People don't eat in submarines.
I'm pretty sure they do. What do they do to survive?
They just stay there forever.
And they don't eat.
And then when they want to get out, they just get out and then let the submarine break.
And that's how people use submarines.
Yep.
So they're more of a one-time use.
Yes.
Why do you act like you're disappointed that I don't know that?
What do you want to do? We want. This is a cafe.
I don't understand how this establishment is still in business because all that you do is when someone orders, you just give them whatever you want to give them.
What do you want today?
I would like some ravioli.
Here's some ravioli with really spicy sauce on it. Eat it.
Spicy ravioli. That's not bad. Thank you. This is like the first time I've ever gotten what I actually requested.
No. I gave you some spicy sauce, and it's this much spicy.
All right, that was crazy. Would you rather be super, super tiny like an ant or be super, super tall like a giraffe?
I know which one I'm talking about.
Which one are you going to pick?
Big!
You want to be big like a giraffe? Mm-hmm. Why?
Because I want to be a kid.
So now that you're super duper tall like a giraffe,
I'm not tall like a giraffe.
but if you were, what would be the first thing that you would do?
I want to be a kid.
You want to be a kid.
And I want to be a real kid.
A real kid.
And I don't want to be a giraffe.
You wouldn't be a giraffe. You would just be a kid the size of a giraffe.
No.
What about if you were a kid but the size of a tiny ant?
I want to be a kid.
You just want to be a kid. That's a good answer.
Because God made us that way.
Because God made us that way. That's right. All right. Next question. Would you rather drive a garbage truck or a race car?
I want to race car.
The race car. That's right. That's the right answer, dude. That's the right answer.
Because garbage trucks smells bad.
That's right. They smell so stinky.
Yeah, other people like garbage trucks.
What color would your race car be?
Green, orange, and red.
All the colors. So do you want like a really cool wrap on your car?
Yes.
Nice.
But would I get a race car?
Would you get one?
I don't know where.
I don't know. We got to get you one, I guess.
I want a motorcycle.
You want a motorcycle?
I know how to drive one.
Really?
Hmm?
Is your race car super loud and super fast, or is it really slow and quiet?
It's loud.
It's loud? Mm-hmm. Would you rather go to the zoo every single day or a playground every single day?
I would rather eat.
So you don't want to go to a zoo or a playground? What? Okay, that's not true.
No, I want to eat food first.
Okay, so let's say you ate a lot of food.
This much food?
That much food. Now, would you rather go to the zoo every day or a playground every day?
Playground?
Why?
Because they're fun to play on.
What's the first thing that you would do when you get there?
I would do falling down.
You would just fall down?
I would jump and fly.
Oh, you would fly? Okay, that wasn't really an option, but...
I know how to fly. I can jump off a mountain.
Are you serious? And you would fly?
Yes, I can jump out of a mountain and then I can fly up to the windows.
How do you fly?
You need rockets.
Oh, you would have rockets, okay.
No. I would jump.
And then use your rockets to fly.
Oh, no rockets.
No rockets. You would just fly all by yourself. When did this happen? When did this start?
No, it didn't start every day. It didn't start, Daddy.
So you've always been able to fly.
No, I didn't start it up.
All right, last question. Would you rather build a really big, cool fort or a really big, cool sandcastle?
I wasn't doing A sandcastle.
A sandcastle?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
On the beach?
Mhm.
Over like a big fort with blankets?
Mhm.
Why?
Because
What would you put inside of your sandcastle?
nothing.
It would just be empty.
Mhm.
Would you let mom and dad come in?
It's just gonna be a sandcastle.
Right, but it'll be big enough to where you can walk inside of it. So would you let mom and dad in?
No. Sand doesn't build very tall.
But let's say this sandcastle did.
Okay. It didn't.
Okay. So it's just a small sandcastle.
Mm.
So you'd rather build a small sandcastle than a big fort?
Mm-hmm.
Would you let your dragon named Dirt visit your sandcastle?
No.
No?
Mm.
That's not nice. What?
I will let him stay at this house.
Oh, under the ocean.
In the house.
Well, I learned a lot about you today.
Are we done?
We're done.
Like and subscribe. See you next video. Get some ice cream for the ice cream truck tomorrow. See your dad in the fire reading some books, waiting for the fire truck.
See your dad in the fire reading a book, waiting for the fire truck. Make sure you get that ice cream from the ice cream man.
Tomorrow.
Do you think that if they like this video, they would like our other videos too?
You would like our other videos better in the other videos too for us.
I love you. I love you, chicken butt.